Hello everyone, and we're back for another episode of Extinct Originals.
And for today's episode, we will be featuring the LEGO compatible custom Jurassic World Evolution Struthiomimus. But first of all, I'd like to thank YouTube.com Audio Library for this awesome background music. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe, and also hit that notification button. Just click on the icons below. Thanks everyone! The winners of the Guess This PC contest will be announced at the end of the video, but for now, here's how to join. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and then click on the community link to be able to see all my posts. Okay, so let's start this video by learning how this Struthiomimus is actually made. So I used this base figure, the small raptor that I purchased a few months ago. Then I lengthened its legs by using this blue plastic thingy that I have. And then I started on with the sculpting, starting out from the head and then the legs, of course, covering that up, as well as those of the tail. So I also lengthened the tail up because I think it's a little bit short for my taste, so I used a Lego part for it. I also cramped down the head so that it will be thinner than it usually is. For that bit, I actually used a Dremel tool and also my X-Acto knife to carve off the extra plastic on the head. And this made the head a little bit thinner than it usually is. After the sculpting phase, I did a lot of wet sanding and then moved on with the primer. The primer I used for this one is Bossy number 68. And then after that, I started on with the base colors. The base colors is actually just white with a mixture of greens and a little bit of yellow. Then the head part and also the feet as well as the tip of the tail is colored dark brown. I gotta move on the details of this figure by adding in this olive green stripes to the neck, and this will be carried through as well on the back of the figure, as well as the legs and also the arms. For those of you who are asking, I only use a mixture of the basic colors and I do not buy the colors that are already pre-mixed. This actually gives me a lot of freedom in terms of combining colors and also getting the right colors that I want. Anyways, I moved on with the detailing with the eye part after I have made sure that the yellow colors on the pupils are actually dried already before I started on with the permanent pen that I use. And this is the Struthiomimus on a finished look after the details. And now we move on to the exciting part of this video. It's time for us to do a bricks. You can do it, and let's bolt in. Now this figure actually contains 7 parts to it. Let's start with the head. Let's connect the head with the lower jaw piece. Alright, and then after that we can connect this piece to the body part. Now let's start connecting the arms. Let's start with the right arm. It's a little bit tricky, but it will do. Then let's put on the counter side. Now let's finish it off with the legs. Let's start with the right, alright, and then with the left. And that finishes the figure. My LEGO compatible Jurassic World Evolution Struthiomimus. Oh, the music is really groovy, you know. Well, anyways, let's move on to a closer look. Oh! Struthiomimus seems to be on the run. Well, anyways, Evie was here and was able to catch it using his fast bike. And here is my just recently custom Struthiomimus, and Evie will be joining me to present this particular custom of mine. I took inspiration from this particular image, which is actually the basis of the Jurassic World Evolution Struthiomimus. I tweaked the colors a bit just to make it very, let's say, Extinct Bricks-like. And so let's have a closer look at this particular custom figure. So you can see that the stripes are actually very much similar to that of the Jurassic World evolution, but I added a few more stripes on the neck. The articulation can be done by twisting the head like so, and then it also opens and closes its mouth. Then the articulations on the arms are actually very much similar to that of the other theropod creatures that I have, so it can actually have poses like this, like such as running poses and so. The tail is long and straight as well. You can also see from the above view that there are actually two studs on its back. And that's about it for the closer view. Now it's time for us to have some size comparisons. And this time I'm bringing out EB here just to have a size comparisons between a human and also this particular creature. In terms of height, you can see that the Struthiomimus is a little bit taller than that of EB as shown in the comparison photo above it. However, I'm actually satisfied with this particular figure because it's not that much of a difference, and the proportions of the body to the neck and the tail is actually looking good to me. Now here is my previously custom Lego Ornithomimus, and you can see that they actually has the same base figures used and can be connected to some Lego pieces such as this one. In the meantime, I have connected them to these base plates to have a little bit of stability while I'm comparing each of these figures. So you can see here the difference between the figures. Of course, the head will be very much different. The head on the Ornithomimus actually does not move or is very static. And on the top view, you can see that although they have the similar number of studs, the length of the Struthiomimus is longer than that of the Ornithomimus. I do plan to change up the Ornithomimus someday, but at the moment, I'm happy with it. Now let's compare this one with the Jurassic World Lego custom Gallimimus that I did long before. I think 4 years ago? I don't know. But anyways, this is one of my first customs from before, and I'm actually happy to be showing this particular figure with the Struthiomimus for the very first time. Size-wise, the Gallimimus is definitely taller than that of the Struthiomimus, and it can be shown here on the photo above that the size is actually very much appropriate for the Gallimimus. And here is another custom that I did, same Gallimimus, but this is actually based off from the Jurassic Park Gallimimus concept art by Crash McCreary. For those of you who are not aware of the reference, here is a photo. It is actually one of the original photos used for the Gallimimus in Jurassic Park 1, the film, or the movie. I guess that's about it for my Ornithomimus collection. Oops, even fell. Yeah, and I do plan to add some more Ornithomimus in my collection, maybe some feathered ones, but I don't know. Please let me know if you do have any suggestions of any other species that you would like to see. But for now, let us have a short roll call for all 4 creatures. Let's start with Ornithomimus, Jurassic World Lego Gallimimus, Jurassic Park Gallimimus, and of course, Jurassic World Evolution Struthiomimus. And that's it for my Ornithomimus collection. Let us now have the last looks for Struthiomimus. Did you know that the word Struthiomimus actually came from the 2 Greek words Struthios, that means of the ostrich, and mimus, meaning mimic? It is an ornithomimid dinosaur which is characterized by long-legged bipedal ostrich-like dinosaurs with toothless beak. Struthiomimus differed from their close relatives only in southern aspects of anatomy. The edge of the upper beak was concave in Struthiomimus, unlike Ornithomimus. Oh no! EB is on the run against a stampede of beckies. Chicken. Ornithomimus is. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. It is now time for us to announce the Guess This PC contest winners. And this time, we have 10 lucky picks. And here they are. Tommaso Masrelli, Mimi Man 6451, Fabricio Suarez, Daniel Palma, Chanmin Kim, Anirvan Tapa, Quizito Coon, Sad Soap, 42 Ostriches, and Imp Siren. Congratulations everyone, and now for top 10 winners.
Top 10.
Yaroslav Novokatsky,
Top 9.
Mauro Caladro,
Top 8.
Mara the Sea,
Top 7.
Gunther,
Top 6.
Agram TV,
Top 5.
Takeaway Resensi,
Top 4.
Yakro 34,
Top 3.
Livio Russo,
Top
the
2.
GCL, and
Top
Guys
4.
Dinosaur Slasher. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you on the next Guess This PC contest. Also, our babies Moira and Asher has their own vlog now, The Adventures of Moira and Asher. Please watch their videos and subscribe to their channel as well. Thanks for the support everyone! Please also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and here in YouTube. And as we always would say, let your inner dino brain roar!